Hello, trading has closed on February 22nd, 2023. We'll do our disclaimer, go over our calls, and make some predictions. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, February 23rd. Please remember I can be wrong. Any trade you make should be at your own risk. Somebody sent me an email saying he emailed me and I didn't respond. Make certain you type this out correctly. It's MEJT, there's a dot, trades@gmail.com. If that person could try emailing me again, if I get it, I'll be happy to respond to him. Look for the pattern with the early high, which is this. Tomorrow should have the early low. We had some targets at 4,011 and change. Those targets printed, that's the red line. It isn't only a target, it's resistance, and that has held. This green line is a FOMC announcement price from many months ago, and that's support, and that's also held. We had this big drop and couldn't manage to hold on to any of the lows, and if that's maintained at tomorrow's open, it's actually a positive pattern. We also have a higher target for MEJT, 4,007.88. And unless we gap down smartly, that's my call. We did get a signal here for MEJT. It was a buy signal, and MEJT doesn't give an entry. It just says there's a higher target. And we traded high enough for that to be satisfied. Now it says this big drop isn't the real thing. And that gives us the target 4,007.88. Now we said any drop under this trend line that didn't start with a gap should retrace. So we didn't start with a gap. We went under the line, and we did go back to the line, but if you weren't looking intraday, this looks like an unsustainable break, and I really do think we should return to that line. It isn't all that far north of where we closed, but we really should return to it. I think we're in wave Red Sea of Black 2. I don't think it's complete. Doesn't mean we have to drop tomorrow. We have great fibs on this drop, but I can't count this as wave 5 because when you look at the 5-minute chart, you just can't count it as a 5-wave structure. So even though these fibs are all pretty with 4 being equal to 2 in magnitude, and all these fibs work, 1 and 3 have this great relationship. Maybe there's some way to count this as a 5-wave structure that I haven't found, but I can't count it that way, so I don't think this decline's over, even though I have a higher target for tomorrow, 4,788. Thursday's pattern has early low. We could still gap up. Typically, it's a rally day with a high in the final hour, but if it's weak, we should see more weakness in the days to come. There is a higher MEJT target. If we don't gap down smartly, the rules say it prints tomorrow. I can't count the current decline as complete, so any long position here should be considered counter trend. Tomorrow has the early low, tends to be a rally day looking for a higher price, doesn't guarantee a higher close. If we gap down smartly, the idea is killed before the open. That's today's call.